Let me ask you a non-hypothetical question. How often do you listen to Sonic the Hedgehog music? Now I know it can easily be said that you listen to it when you play the games and whatever else, but I actually mean, how often do you listen to music outside of playing the games, like on your phone or on your computer? How often do you listen to Sonic the Hedgehog soundtracks? Now I know me personally, I spend a ton of time listening to Sonic the Hedgehog music. I have a whole playlist dedicated to it on Apple Music, so I guess for me, it's pretty much round the clock. I listen to this music all the time. So in today's video, let's spend a bit of time talking about the legendary Sonic the Hedgehog music and pretty much just going into detail why this music deserves so much praise. What's going on, guys? It's SONICSTA, and in today's video we are going to be talking about Sonic the Hedgehog music. And as always, if you do end up liking this video, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps me and my channel out a ton. But anyway, with all that being said, let's just jump right into the video. Okay, so if my memory serves correctly, which I think it does, the Sonic Symphony just recently happened, not too long ago, and we kind of saw 2 hours long worth of Sonic the Hedgehog music that was really, I guess, aesthetically pleasing. There were so many people out there who loved this so much that they want to see DVDs, soundtracks on Apple Music and Spotify, merchandise just based off of just this one long YouTube video. I mean, in all honesty, the thing that I thought made the Sonic Symphony so great was that it just didn't do one selection of Sonic the Hedgehog music tracks. Like, it didn't just do classic Sonic, or it didn't just do modern Sonic. It was everything that Sonic the Hedgehog had pretty much encompassed, outside of Sonic Boom, of course. But I mean, either way, we all got to love what this had to offer. Now, of course, the Sonic Symphony was outstanding, and I keep emphasizing how great it was, but the one thing that I haven't really dove into talking about yet is the music, Sonic the Hedgehog music as a whole. However, before I shift gears too much, I do want to mention this one point that I think is pretty vital going forward. Now, there's a lot of video games out there, and just how many of them do you think actually get a whole showcase dedicated to their music? Now, I say all this to say, Sonic music is so great that they have a 2-hour-long production dedicated to just its music. And that's not even saying that all of the music is included here. There's still songs that they left out of the symphony that I think are pretty cool too. But anyway, with the symphony aside, let's talk about Sonic music in general, just how Sonic music pretty much stacks up in its own right. Now, me personally, I began playing Sonic games with the game Sonic Heroes, and the first thing I heard from the game was the Sonic Heroes theme song, and you probably know it is going something like this. So with that being said, as a little kid, I kind of realized that this music is high octane, it's fast paced, it's rock and roll, and it pretty much summarizes Sonic the Hedgehog as a character. Now, when I was little, and even now, rock and roll is kind of far from my favorite genre of music. I listen to a whole bunch of things, and it never really tends to be rock and roll. I mean, in all honesty, you might even catch me listening to anime music before I listen to rock and roll. And that's not a bad thing, I'm just saying that rock and roll really isn't for me. Now, of course, ample respect goes to those who love rock and roll music and pretty much just cannot go without it, but for me, it's just not for me. However, when it came to Sonic the Hedgehog music, especially that Sonic Heroes opening, I was pretty much obsessed with it and pretty much listened to it on end every single day. Sometimes I would even turn on the game just so I can listen to that opening. And you know what that is? That's Crush 40. Those are the people who make those legendary Sonic the Hedgehog rock and roll soundtracks. You might hear them in Team Sonic Racing, Sonic Adventure, Sonic Adventure 2, and so many other Sonic games. Crush 40 is so well known amongst the Sonic the Hedgehog fanbase and community that when they went on a little bit of a hiatus of making Sonic the Hedgehog songs, people began to get a little concerned that maybe the Sonic the Hedgehog music isn't going to be as quality as it always is. And let me be the first one to say, when it comes to music, Sonic the Hedgehog, he needs it. He needs the music to work for him. Now, when it comes to other games, you may say, oh, the most important part of the game, you need to have great gameplay, great story, and so many other things going on with great characters, and yada yada yada. But when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog, music is just really a necessity. Let's take a look at the game Sonic 06 as an example. Now, me personally, I love the game Sonic 06. It's one of my favorite Sonic games to play. I'm not saying it's the best game ever, I'm not saying it's the best Sonic game, but I am saying I enjoyed my time with it. However, I will say this. When it comes to that game in general, it doesn't really get a whole lot of praise. People love to bash Sonic 06 because it was seen as pretty much the most horrific game of all time. And not just in Sonic, I mean all time. However, the one thing that it was remembered for most, aside from the Sonic and Elise kiss, it was the music. Sonic 06 soundtrack is praised immensely, and many people love this game because of the soundtrack alone. Now, I will not forget, there are definitely some times where Sonic the Hedgehog doesn't have the best music possible. These outings tend to be pretty bad, or just not really memorable at all. Personally, I would say games like Sonic Forces, Sonic Boom, don't really have the best Sonic music possible. And that's not to say those games are bad when it comes to music, it's just saying that, well, in terms of Sonic games before, they had better music. These games just kind of, they're sleepers. Now, as always, if you do like those music from those games, there's no disrespect there at all, it's just my own personal opinion, so there's no need to hate me for it. Okay, so rather than actually saying these songs are bad because they're bad, I do want to talk a bit about why I do not think these games have the best possible Sonic the Hedgehog music and go into a bit of detail. First, let's talk a bit about Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric. Now, if you notice, a lot of the game's soundtrack tends to be a lot of quiet, soft, pretty much elevator music. Now, when you think about it, a lot of Sonic Boom's gameplay is pretty much slow paced as it is. There's not really a whole lot of running sections or fast paced segments. It's not really doing what Sonic the Hedgehog was meant to do. It doesn't do what Sonic's name implies, go fast. So on that end, the music kinda just has to follow whatever the gameplay is doing. Like, you wouldn't want a fast-paced song playing when you're, sitting in an elevator. You'd want something that's more slow-paced, you want something that matches the scene. So in this sense, the music does just that, and honestly it does a pretty good job. But the thing it fails at doing is being Sonic the Hedgehog music. I don't get that same Sonic the Hedgehog feeling as I'm playing Sonic Boom, or as when I'm playing, Sonic Generations. Now, I'm not saying Sonic music has to be fast all the time. There are certainly moments where Sonic music can be slow or somber or even just sad in general. There's certain scenes in Sonic Unleashed where I feel like it perfectly hits every moment that you're playing the game. Sometimes they have super fast songs, sometimes they have sad songs depending on the scene. But in Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric, I feel like we get nothing but quiet songs, and on the very rare occasion, we'll get something that's super fast paced when we're doing one of those speed sections. So in all honesty, with that being said, I do have a pretty hard time of saying Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric has a bad soundtrack. I guess it just fits where it's supposed to fit. They really can't do anything with that kind of information, especially with the gameplay being as slow as it is. So in all honesty, I think it's just not really all that memorable. Sonic Forces, on the other hand, is kind of a completely different story. Now, the general consensus when it comes to Sonic Forces music is mixed. There's a ton of people out there who think this soundtrack is amazing, while there's others out there who think this is absolute garbage. Now, personally, what I have to say is this soundtrack does sound Sonic-esque. It actually does win and beat out Sonic Boom on that agenda. However, does it sound great? Does it sound good? Does it sound like this is supposed to be a Sonic-worthy soundtrack? And that's where I kind of have to answer that tough question. Now, if you're a hardcore Sonic fan, you probably already know most of the Sonic the Hedgehog songs recorded in Sonic Forces were made with a synth, so a lot of the music just sounds very techno. Now, that's not to say techno is all bad, it's just that it sounds techno. It sounds like there's some sort of technology, behind it. It's a synth, so what do you expect? But I mean, in that regard, a lot of Sonic the Hedgehog music in the past hasn't been synth related. It's mostly just rock and roll, kickback action. It just sounds so hype and, full of energy. Whereas in Sonic Forces, it does sound a bit hype sometimes, but other times I would have to say not so much. Now, like all things, this soundtrack isn't all bad. There's a lot of great songs here, like personally I find Infinite's theme and as well as Fist Bump complete bops. I think they're great songs. But songs like this don't really please me. And unfortunately, I hate to say it, there's a lot of Sonic Forces songs that tend to be the end result of not really pleasing me. Now, of course, if I didn't make myself clear, there are definitely a lot of good songs in Sonic Forces soundtrack, and with that being said, there's also a lot of songs that aren't so good. But it doesn't mean the whole soundtrack is dog doo-doo as a whole, it just means that I personally find this soundtrack to be, like the general consensus, I have mixed feelings about this soundtrack. But hey, if you actually do love the Sonic Forces soundtrack and you find it to be one of your favorite Sonic the Hedgehog soundtracks, Let me know in the comment section down below because I'd love to hear a difference of opinion. A very difference of opinion. But anyway, now I want to talk about what makes Sonic the Hedgehog music so good to begin with. And personally, let me just say it right here and right now. What makes Sonic music so good is it completely encompasses Sonic the Hedgehog as a character. Now, I subtly mentioned this earlier, but music in video games is supposed to be following the scene, gameplay, or whatever the character is doing in said game. Now, to make myself clearer, you would not play the song City Escape if Sonic the Hedgehog is crying. That wouldn't make any sense. Not at all. So most video games, if not basically all video games, follow that exact same formula structure. They make songs judging by whatever the scene is going on. However, when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog, I think there's a step further that they go. They go into a different kind of territory, which I believe is amazing in its own right. No matter the tone, mood, or direction of the song, it always just seems like it fits Sonic the Hedgehog's character, even if it's a scene that doesn't directly have anything to do with Sonic the Hedgehog. Now, I've come to find out what tends to be the case with most of the good Sonic the Hedgehog theme songs is they all seem to somehow match Sonic's high-octane energy. They all seem to match Sonic the Hedgehog as a character. In essence, I feel like most of the time when it comes to Sonic the Hedgehog songs, they not only match the scene, match the game, but they also tend to match Sonic the Hedgehog as a character as well. Another thing I do want to address about Sonic the Hedgehog music is that it gives you that exact same feeling that Sonic the Hedgehog is supposed to convey throughout his actions on the stage. Okay, so if you ever listened to a superhero theme song before, or just even watched a superhero movie and left the movie theater feeling like, oh, I want to be a superhero, I want to go save people, that's pretty much what Sonic the Hedgehog music does to me, at least. Now, I'm not saying Sonic the Hedgehog music makes me feel like a superhero, because if I'm being honest, it doesn't. It's not really supposed to do that. But what it does do is it makes me feel like I just want to run around and go as fast as I possibly can. The perfect example of this is Rooftop Run. Every time I listen to that song, I feel like I just want to run across rooftops and go as fast as I possibly can. Sonic the Hedgehog music is not only good, but it also embodies Sonic the Hedgehog as a character and makes the player actually want to go out and do something. Not to mention, there's Sonic songs for pretty much every single situation. Like, in all honesty, one of my favorite things to listen to on YouTube is relaxing and chill out music from Sonic the Hedgehog games. It's perfect for doing homework, chilling out, or even just trying to fall asleep. Now, I say all this to say, Sonic the Hedgehog music is so versatile that it's pretty much good for just about anything. And I think that's another reason why I think Sonic music is just so spectacular. What's going on, guys? Thank you all so much for sticking around to the end of the video, but now I want to hear from you guys. What is your favorite Sonic the Hedgehog soundtrack, and do you even like Sonic the Hedgehog music? Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. Personally, as I said earlier, I love Sonic the Hedgehog music, and one of my favorite soundtracks from Sonic the Hedgehog happens to be Sonic Adventure. It encompasses so many of the Sonic the Hedgehog characters, especially with them having their own individual character themes. To me, that soundtrack is basically gold. But anyway, with all that out of the way, I do want to remind you guys to hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this video. Also, turn on the post notifications bell, that way you never miss a video. I upload a whole lot of Sonic the Hedgehog videos weekly, and I don't want you guys to miss out on that kind of content. One last thing before I go here though is I do want to take this time to shout out some of my amazing channel members. Thank you all so much for your constant and everlasting motivation on my content to make me become the best I can possibly be. You guys are truly the best motivators and ones I will surely never forget. Without you guys, these videos would not even be possible. If you want to become a member of my channel, there'll be more information in the link in the description down below. But anyway, with all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. It's been real. And this is your boy SONICSTA signing out. Have a blessed day, y'all.
Why are you playing that trash?